When I think about gender inequities that exist today, it starts from the foundation of how we plan our service. And it's really planned around the 9-to-5 commute that was really focused on men and not women. And as we look at how women travel and men travel, there's actually a difference. And as a result, we really don't have service generally that meets needs of everyone.
I think one of the things that we have seen and continue to see, and COVID exacerbated that, is a lot of time women take on additional roles in the household. It could be childcare, it could be care of an adult, of a parent, it could be taking the groceries, healthcare. So they have additional aspects that they have to do, often called trip chaining, where they have to do one thing after another, and all of that is on transit. And that's where we have to think about who are the customers that we're trying to serve and where are they coming from and all the different aspects that they have to do when using the public transit system.
We actually realize that we collect a lot of data. We ask gender information, but guess what? We never disaggregated the data to analyze it, right? So in doing that, we have learned so much about our ridership, and it was so important because the majority of our riders pre-pandemic were women, and yet we weren't being intentional about their needs.
We have a multimodal system called CODA Plus that has run over 65,000 trips to help with that first and last mile aspect. In addition, at CODA, we have rolled out the mobile app that allows you for better trip planning and how can you understand all the parts of your trip. And one of the aspects that we're really the most proud of that we've done recently with our mobile app is we've rolled out fare capping. And once you hit that limit, you are no longer charged. So these are some ways that technology has allowed us to advance things that we hadn't been able to do in the past.
At present, even though women in the United States comprise over 50% of the current working age population, we are only 15% of the transportation sector. It's incredibly important that we advance more women into leadership positions, particularly when we talk about creating more inclusive transit systems as a whole. Their voices bring a different perspective, and one way to achieve that goal is simply making sure that hiring panels are diverse. And it's important for females to see role models through social modeling and to see what they can obtain within this field. In terms of our programming, we really recruit participants from a diverse background, focusing on underrepresented populations and females. We also like to ensure that we're bringing students and other people in the pipeline to opportunities that increase their socioeconomic status.
A few years ago, we actually created an internal Women and Girls Governing Council of actual employees, women and men employees, to look at Metro as an employer, as a service provider, and as a catalyst for economic development with the gender lens, identifying unanticipated gender bias in our job descriptions, removing those barriers and increasing the number of women who apply for jobs at Metro. I'm happy to say that 2/3 of my leadership team is all women. That's unprecedented. And it's because they were the best, but also we were intentional to make sure as we're recruiting that we are wanting to have a gender balance of candidates to choose from.
I think it's always helpful to make sure that you have multiple people at the table, because everyone comes with their own perspectives and backgrounds, and they know their own life experiences. So the more people of every type of diversity that we can have, that helps bring the perspective of the customers that we're serving, and that will help design our systems for the future.